railway crash here, but this is an old thing, so I doubt very much they heard about this ghost rail crashing. The area is pretty tight round the station. Ah.
Shouldn't slam the door so hard. The stupid window's coming out of my paycheck. I was just so pissed at those drunken assholes. Who do they think has to clean up their puke? Jerks like that discourage business. I never should have let that woman drive off. I should have just called the cops.
Ooh.
So, Brad wasn't driving after all. It was Laura. Well, I can't change what happened, but he'll be glad to know he wasn't the one behind the wheel.
So he only remembers her. So she was driving, not him. Hey, dude.
Does gas ring any bells?
Wait. I remember stopping to fill up.
You guys did more than fill up.
Yeah, this was a tricky one.
Cashier wasn't thrilled
Too
with
vague.
your buddy Rick. And you even tried to call a cab.
God. I don't remember any of that.
When the cashier came storming out, you guys took off with Laura behind the wheel.
So, I wasn't driving. That whole night was a disaster. It's hard to accept my part in things, but at least I know it wasn't all my fault. I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Now you may ascend to hell. Yes. You think you're going to heaven, sucker. Okay. Yeah, because what was tripping me up was that when I was in here, it was like 2 more clues left to find. And I'm like, okay, and then I put them all together. But no, in this case, it was like, nope, you need to put them together now to unlock the ability to get the next 2 clues. So that was kind of weird. That didn't quite follow the same convention. Alright, let's go do this.
Fitting for an investigation about a serial killer. All these murders have whipped this town into a frenzy. Now it all leads here to a gala celebrating a time when Salem found itself swept up in another whirlwind of hysteria.
I'm so sorry. Tomorrow tickets will go on sale to the general public. Tonight is a special members-only event.
I got all dressed up for nothing.
Yeah, I always get dressed up to go to a museum as well.
I couldn't get out. The fire was merciless.
Okay.
Gather round and bear witness to the righteous proceedings of a trial of a most heinous nature. Now you, good woman Putnam, you stand accused of the murder of 7 of your own children, whom you claim were taken by forces of the devil.
Freak show better give me some answers.
I did not do it. My devil spawn of a child is my own accuser.
Confess to bearing the spawn of the devil?
I did only mean it as a term of anger, that my own daughter would thus accuse me in my grief.
And young Ruth Putnam, your own daughter, has testified to this court that you did take from her a puppet. And she began to have pains of the belly, and bled most woefully from her nether parts for 5 days. Was or was not the puppet used to inflict this suffering?
It was not. I have engaged in no witchcraft.
Yet she did find the puppet, folded in half at the belly, thus proving her demonic curse upon her. Mary Warren is a witness to the same, as the girls played with it in the bedchamber.
The poppet was folded in half. It proves nothing.
Goody Putnam, do you confess your guilt at inflicting harm of a demonic nature upon your only surviving daughter?
I do not confess it.
I don't want to lean back on these chairs too much either, like, holy shit, that's an accident waiting to happen. I hope they're bolted in.
Confess that.
Confess
This play is hilarious, but nobody gets it.
Maybe make my voice deeper.
Confess to
Oh,
crimes
oh
of
god,
which
oh
I am
god.
innocent.
I almost got stuck then.
There were fascinating stuff.
Man, everything was harsher then.
Yes, it was.
Blows my...
Whoa. People really died here.
Would it be all day? Could they drink water?
No.
Seriously, what if you had to pee while you were in the pillory?
You pee. You hold it in or you pee. That's what you do.
Does the wood get preserved that long?
The very good weather sealant. That's how. So Salem Witch Trial Judgment House. Owned by Judge Hathorne, one of the most influential judges during the witch trials, this historic mansion also served as a courtroom for many of the trials and sentencing hearings during that hysteria that blanketed Salem in 1692. Hi.
I remember a bright flash, and then nothing.
Okay.
So it wasn't really a form of execution.
Right.
It's not like they had cranes back then.
Can't imagine not being able to breathe.
What's the point of this?
You were trying to get people to talk.
They talk. How could they talk with those heavy stones on their chests?
Doesn't make sense to me either.
The rope. Nope.
Confess, witch. Confess. Your covenant. A demonic contract with the dark forces.
That's what the guy was asking them, the bell killer. Back in Puritan times, they tortured people to coerce confessions that their actions were guided by a demonic contract.
The time is upon us, Abigail Williams.
No!
You scourge
That's the
of
girl.
Salem. It is time to pay for your sin.
That ghost girl from the alleys is Abigail Williams. This gallows was actually used to execute her centuries ago. Oof. Could you imagine being a ghost and then actually seeing the device of your own execution still displayed in the museum today?
I'm sure it was police lights.
Hey. What else is there around here? More stuff here. Okay, well, let's make sure we've not lost everything over here first. Chair dunking and the stake. Okay. There it is. Drowned in water. It wasn't Rose. Rose was the one who was burned. It was Sophia. Ah, there's tentacles in my chat. What is this? Oh god, there's more. Hi, Chassis.
So it wasn't just witchcraft that would get you.
Very weird. Oh god, it's winking out of existence. How's it going, Chassis? There wasn't something like this used in the Bell Killer murder. Yeah, burned to death. Rose. Painless or numbness? Doubt very much being burned as painless. There's definitely torture involved. Pounding headache and overtired. Oh.
Wow. I mean,
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
but that's harsh.
Sucks right now, but hey, you're alive. Yeah, that's it. Every day of life is an opportunity for mischief. First witch execution plaque. The first person hanged at the gallows hill was Bridget Bishop, who claimed that I am as innocent as the child unborn when presented with the charge of witchcraft. Yeah. Alright, so the investigation area is in here. We've only got 5 out of 7 clues though. Where's the rest? Maybe one of them's up here. Ah, here we go. Which is why you are the only channel I bring tentacles into. Yes! What an honor. Thank you. A replica of court records from actual Salem witch trials. Maybe we have to investigate the pillory as well. Yes. Shame. Bing. Must have been pretty effective way to publicly shame people. I mean, yeah, before Twitter. Alright, conclude investigation.
So the Bell
You should feel more honored. I feel honored!
To kill his victims. Why kill them like witches?
I'm surprised there's no exhibit for the accusers. It's such an important part of Salem's history.
Actually, several artifacts aren't on display yet. We're currently preparing them upstairs in the restoration room.
Better see what else is in here.
Okay. Oh god. not get run over by that. What is this? Terror on the tracks. 14 more to uncover the story. Oh my god. More collectibles. Come on. Boop. Got it. Oh! This is a really cool game, yeah. There's some very interesting mechanics at play, like being able to walk through some walls but not others. Like, these walls here are like the old walls, I think. Oh no, these are actually the modern walls. It's sometimes hard to tell. And exterior walls you can't always walk through. When are we getting an Ori playthrough? Eventually. I'm gonna give it a try. It'll happen. Got quite a lot on my backlog. Witch Trial History Plaque. The Salem witch trials ended in 1693. However, witch trials continued with legal sanction in Europe as late as 1750. Ah, somebody there. Another pet rock. Awesome. Oh, that leads upstairs. I want to double check what's back in the other direction first, though. Shit, that didn't work. Wait. Boom. So yeah, like, this is a ghostly apparition of old Salem. And you can only go so far. I can't go through exterior walls, for instance, because they're consecrated, you know? They're like a boundary that spirits can't get through. But once you're inside interior walls, no problem. That makes for a whole different way to explore a game's level when you can go through things. You know? There we go. Boop. Say that a little creepier, please.
I wish Salem was famous for something else.
Spirits are dead, so lol, they can pass through anything. Just about. I mean, the point is, like, exterior walls are considered, like, sacred. You know, they were built with the intent of keeping something from the outside in and something inside out, you know, from getting out. So you can't pass through. For a spirit, that holds some kind of relevance. You know, like there's a certain power, I guess, that it holds over them. So, yeah, getting through an external wall is kind of defeats the point, right, of what an external wall was. Where am I supposed to be going here, though? Oh, through here, probably. I mean, in the Dresden Files books, for instance, that's all about that spiritual mystique and occult stuff and so on. The guy's a wizard in modern day. And the way they describe it in the books is that when people live inside of a structure, it creates a threshold, like a spiritual boundary. And the longer people have lived there, the more generations of their family, the stronger that threshold is. So like an old family home going back a couple of hundred years, it's like an armoured bunker as far as spiritual forces are concerned. But public places, no problem, you know, because nobody owns them as a domicile. This game isn't quite the same. It's doing a different thing, but it's taking a similar concept of, you know, you can run through interior walls like this to get around stuff, but you can't just go through it like an external wall because it's been consecrated in some way. I think they're more actively trying to say that somebody came along and blessed the building in some form or another. But all the internal stuff is just temporary, you know. Vladril! Hey man, how's it going? Thank you for the host. Very much appreciated. How are you? Hope you're well. What were you playing today, Vladril? I don't know where else I need to be here. Looking for the other artifacts, but oh, maybe through here? Ah, I didn't see this door. There we go. T-Weasel, hello. Remnant from the Ashes playing co-op. Oh, cool. How are you enjoying that? Looks really good.
I told you to look after Iris.
You're not the boss of me.
I found a bunch of stuff downstairs. The Bell Killer is offing his victims as if they're witches. I'm heading upstairs to see what else I can find. I should have told you to follow me, and then maybe you would have stayed at the church.
You know me so well.
Enjoying it very much? Cool. Nothing bad to say about the game, which is rare. It looks like a pretty solid design, yeah. Gotcha. 8 more rocks.
Just keep an eye out for security cameras and alarms.
Thanks for the tip, but this isn't even my first break-in today.
T-Weasel with 1,000 bitties. Oh, thank you. That's so generous of you. Thank you so much for that. That's awesome of you.
Yeah, this looks like the right place. Now let's see what these artifacts can tell me about the witch trials.
You hate boss fight games usually too, but it's really satisfying in co-op. Oh, excellent. I mean, it's got a kind of a Dark Souls-y look to it to me, but I think obviously with guns and so on, maybe giving it a different dynamic. But yeah, it looks really good. I did enjoy watching a couple of streams of that. One of the existing witch trial related paintings previously used in the first floor exhibit. Ooh. What's making these sounds? That sounded very crystally. Crystals be able to tell the future. A locket necklace. Plaque denoting these pendants belonging to the families from the Puritan era of Salem's history. Gonna be the crystal necklace.
My apologies. It will always belong to you.
For shame, Bridget. This charade of your conversations with the spirit world will surely condemn you as a witch.
Puritans considered anyone exhibiting medium-like abilities to be witches. Ah. This. Important message. An antique scroll. Summons. List of the accused. Notebook from 1600s listing those accused in witch trials. This one. Gavel. Judgment. A Judge Gavel, I wonder how old that is. Psychic history. Rose Campbell, Salem High student, claims psychic powers. Psychic leads police to gruesome discovery. Local child medium Sophia Baker finds missing man. Ooh. So those are all victims. Rose Campbell, she was the one who was burned at the stake, and her sister was supposed to have been burned with her. And Sophia Baker was the one who was drowned at the cemetery, dunked in the river in the chair. I'm not sure about the other one. Picture looks familiar. We did find a third killing, though, didn't we? I don't think we've actually found that scene of that crime yet. There's only been the two that we actually went to, but yeah. So there, it's all adding up now. They are... Bell Killer's targets are all mediums, like we thought. Ooh, I see a pet rock. Yoink! Having a look around here, see if there's any more rocks. Doo-dee-doo-doo-dee-doo. Getting a little distracted. Welcome back, Chassis. Medieval Witch Book. The Malleus Maleficarum, or Hammer of the Witches, published in 1487, argued for the existence of witches, the nature of and genesis of their powers, and how best to prosecute them. Now, sounds like something out of Warhammer 40k, doesn't it? The Malleus Maleficarum. Yep. Because they had witch hunters, they hunted psychics, you know. The black ships and everything that went out looking for them. Dedicated to the nameless citizen who generously made the care of our town's heritage possible, we delicately restore the past to make a better future. Oh.
This place, it puts me in touch with odd sensations, centuries old. I'm trying to focus on this killer, but the echoes from these sensations keep interfering, like deaths from the past, pleading to be remembered.
Joy's mother feels spirits from Salem's history are linked to the items kept in the museum. I mean, I would imagine so. I mean, when witches were killed in these witch hunts, they were tormented in the most horrific of natures. That's going to leave a big psychic impression on pretty much anything that was used on them. You know. The Lord's Prayer Test. It was believed that the devil would never let one of his minions say all the words of the Christian Lord's Prayer. The accused were asked to recite it in full, and some of them, through merely forgetting some of the words, would find themselves in deep legal trouble. Gotta go buy kitty food before you're too tired to drive. Okay, no problem. Kitty feed is important or the cat will eat you. So make sure you feed that cat. William Payne's Book of Colour Engravings, The Costume of Great Britain, shows a rotating pillory that held 4 people at once as they walked around a post like mules at a grinding mill. Jeez.